So our main piece of evidence for the Big Bang Theory, because obviously that's the one that ends up being the prevalent theory, is cosmic microwave background radiation, CMB radiation. So what happened with this was that there were physicists at Princeton Uni, and they were sort of saying, hey, look, if there was a Big Bang, it should have been very hot. There should have been lots of high energy radiation. And even though it's been a very long time since then, and the universe has expanded, that radiation should still be around. It might not be as high energy. It's probably cooled down to be a much longer wavelength, and they were looking for radiation about 1 millimeter in wavelength. But they thought if they could find that, and they could find that throughout the universe, that would be good evidence for the Big Bang. So what they were looking for is basically radio waves with a wavelength of about 1 millimeter, and that would show that like it was about equivalent in terms of heat to a couple of degrees above absolute zero. So that's what they were looking for across the universe. And at the same time as this, so the Princeton physicists were just looking for this and couldn't find it. And then these two scientists called Wilson and Penzias discovered something. They had an antenna set up to get radio signals from a satellite. And no matter which way they pointed it, they kept getting this interference, and they couldn't work out what it was. And they thought it was the sun, and so they did calculations and worked out it wasn't that. And they thought it was the city, and it wasn't that. And then they thought maybe it was pigeons living in the antenna, and so they actually apparently got out there and eliminated the pigeons, and I'll leave it at that. You can imagine what might have happened, and it was still there. And then it turned out that actually it was this missing cosmic microwave background radiation, and they actually won a Nobel Prize for it. So it's one of those things where they weren't going and looking for that, but they found something, and they were smart enough to pursue it and try to work out what it was. So a lot of great science they say it's not a eureka moment, it's more like a what's that kind of moment, and then actually pursuing it and using good science to work out what's going on. So basically, this was evidence of the Big Bang because it couldn't be explained by the steady state theory, but it could be explained by the Big Bang theory. And so the Big Bang theory then became the predominant theory on how the universe formed. So there's a little video that I've put onto this slide, which I'd like you to watch about the pigeons and the interference from this antenna. Thank you.